Picture this: a world where money talks louder than missiles, where financial decisions in New York ripple through markets in Shanghai and Frankfurt. This isn't science fiction. It's the reality of global financial influence. And today, we're diving deep into the epic battle between the US, China, and the EU for control of the world's economic strings. Welcome to the Economy Unpacked Daily YouTube channel. From Wall Street to your street, we share the world of money in a clear way. Financial influence has emerged as a new form of global power, subtly shaping markets, trade, and governance worldwide. Unlike military might, it operates in the shadows, wielding immense impact on our daily lives. At the heart of this struggle are three titans: the United States, China, and the European Union, locked in a triangular power play that's reshaping the financial landscape as we know it. Let's start with the reigning champion, the US dollar. Since World War II, the greenback has been the undisputed king of global finance. It's the backbone of international trade, the go-to currency for oil and commodities, and the dominant force in banking transactions worldwide. This dollar dominance gives the U.S. unparalleled leverage in setting the rules of the global financial game. But every king has its challengers, and China is stepping up to the plate. The dragon is breathing fire into its financial ambitions, actively working to reduce its reliance on the dollar and expand the role of the yuan in global trade. Through initiatives like the Belt and Road and the introduction of the digital yuan, China is making strategic moves to modernize cross-border payments and challenge the dollar as supremacy in the digital era. Not to be outdone, the European Union is flexing its own financial muscles. The euro stands as the second most widely used reserve currency, giving the EU significant clout in the financial world. However, internal political divisions and energy dependencies have somewhat weakened its position. Yet, the EU's strict financial and regulatory standards on banking, data protection, and corporate governance allow it to set global benchmarks, projecting a different kind of financial power, one based on rules and standards rather than raw economic might. This financial tug-of-war isn't just playing out in boardrooms and stock exchanges. Trade wars have become the new battlegrounds. With the US-China conflict disrupting global supply chains and reshaping markets, caught in the middle, the EU must perform a delicate balancing act, maintaining economic ties with both giants while protecting its own interests. Meanwhile, regional trade agreements like RCEP in Asia and CPTP in the Pacific are redrawing the map of economic alliances, determining where financial power will consolidate in the years to come. But perhaps the most exciting frontier in this financial face-off is the race for digital currencies. It's like the space race of the 21st century, with each player vying to plant their flag in the digital financial landscape. The US is cautiously studying a digital dollar, while China has already launched pilot programs for its digital yuan, aiming to internationalize it at lightning speed. Not to be left behind, the EU is developing a digital euro, positioning itself as a regulatory leader in this new digital financial world. The battle for financial influence extends beyond currencies and into the realm of global institutions. Traditionally, organizations like the IMF and World Bank have been dominated by the US and its allies, reinforcing dollar supremacy. But China is shaking things up, launching alternatives like the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank and the BRICS New Development Bank to expand its influence. Control over these institutions isn't just about prestige. It's about the power to set loan conditions, finance projects, and define the norms that govern global finance. This struggle for financial dominance isn't just an abstract geopolitical game. It has real consequences for all of us. For businesses, it affects supply chains, investment flows, and access to technology. For consumers like you and me, it influences inflation rates, interest rates, and the cost of living. The rivalry between the US, China, and the EU is shaping our economic realities in ways both big and small. So, what does the future hold? Will the dollar maintain its throne, or are we heading towards a more multipolar financial order where power is shared among the dollar, euro, and yuan? Could we see the gradual rise of China's yuan or the EU's regulatory influence, each carving out a stronger global role? The answers to these questions will shape not just how global finance evolves, but how power itself is distributed in our increasingly interconnected world. As we wrap up our journey through the battlefields of global financial influence, let's recap the key players in this high-stakes game. The US, with its dominant dollar, remains the heavyweight champion. China, armed with ambitious plans and a digital yuan, is the rising challenger. And the EU, wielding regulatory power, and the euro, stands as a formidable contender in its own right. The battle for global financial influence is more than just a clash of currencies or a competition between central banks. It's a struggle that will define the economic landscape of the 21st century, touching every aspect of our lives from the prices we pay at the grocery store to the jobs available in our communities. So what do you think? Which player will lead the future of global finance? Will it be the established might of the US dollar, the rising ambition of China's yuan, or the regulatory finesse of the EU's euro? Or perhaps a combination we haven't even considered yet? We want to hear your thoughts. Drop your predictions in the comments below, and do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of the global economy. Remember, it's understanding these financial power plays isn't just for economists and politicians. It's crucial knowledge for anyone who wants to navigate our complex economic world. Until next time, keep your eyes on the markets and your mind on the money. This is Economy Unpacked Daily, signing off.